curious. Have you ever found yourself saying yes when you want to say no? Or apologizing even when you didn't do something wrong? Or apologizing, "I'm sorry, I just have a question." Maybe even walking on eggshells to keep everyone else comfortable while slowly losing yourself in the process. That, my friend, is people pleasing. And it's not just a personality quirk, it's a protective survival technique, deeply wired in your mind and your body. Hi, I'm Dr. Heidi Heron from the Worldwide Institutes of NLP, and today we're diving into what's really going on inside of the pattern of people pleasing, the fear beneath it, the brain and body response behind it, and how NLP and mental health coaching can help you to gently untangle it and come back to your true self. So let's start here. People pleasing isn't about kindness, it's about safety. Underneath the smile, the nod, the "sure, I can help," even when you're exhausted, there is a deep unconscious belief that says, if I'm not helpful, I'm not lovable. If I disappoint someone, they'll leave. If I say what I really feel, I'll be too much or not enough. It's not about being nice, it's about being needed. Because somewhere in your nervous system, being liked started to equal being safe. This pattern is often deeply rooted in early attachment experiences. Maybe as a child, your needs weren't fully met unless you were easy. Maybe when you got love, it was when you were quiet or helpful or high achieving, and you withdrew when you weren't those things. So your system learned who I am isn't safe, but who they want me to be, that works. From a neuroscience perspective, this is your amygdala. This is your safety alarm network going off, trying to keep you connected because biologically, connection means survival. Rejection means abandonment, conflict. And that feels like danger to the primitive brain. See a smile. You smooth out the edges, you shape shift. Not because you're weak, but because in that moment, your brain thinks that the only way to stay safe is by saying yes, by being liked. But there's a cost to it, isn't it? You slowly disappear from your own life. You forget preferences. You lose touch with your voice. You say yes, not because you mean it, but because you fear what it might mean if you do. In NLP, we understand this as a pattern, not a flaw. It's learned, it's practiced, it's automated. And that means it can change. People pleasing is often a result of unconscious incongruence, a mismatch between your internal truth and your external behavior. And over time, that creates emotional fatigue, resentment, anxiety, and identity loss. So, how do we shift it? Well, in NLP mental health coaching, we start by helping you to become aware of the pattern, to notice when it's running. And we explore the root of it. What belief is this behavior protecting? What part of you fears rejection or conflict or being misunderstood? And often we uncover limiting beliefs like if I disappoint someone, I'm a bad person, or conflict means I failed, or being myself is dangerous. And we work with those beliefs using NLP tools like parts integration, re-imprinting and change personal history. We create some anchors so that you can create new associations that being true doesn't equal being rejected. That saying no doesn't mean that you're unkind. That your worth isn't dependent on how easy you are to love. And we helped you to reconnect to your values and identity so that you stop living by somebody else's emotional weather. One of my favorite reminders for recovering people pleasers is this: no. No is a complete sentence. And even more importantly, no doesn't require guilt for it to be valid. Here's a little practice that you can try. Next time somebody asks you to do something, pause just for a few seconds. Check with your body, check with your mind. Ask, do I generally and genuinely want to do this? Am I afraid of what will happen if I say no? Am I choosing or performing? That pause, that pause creates space for something new, for choice, for honesty, for congruence, because you're not here to be palatable. You're here to be whole. And the right people, the ones who matter, will still love you when you show up as you. If you are ready to break that people-pleasing pattern and start living from truth instead of fear, I invite you to find an NLP mental health coach at nlpcoachfinder.com. You don't have to do this alone, and you're not broken. You're just running a pattern that your system once thought was love. If this video has resonated with you, please like it, subscribe to it, share it with someone who might just need permission to take up space. Because you are allowed to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to say no. You're allowed to be just as you are. I'll see you next time.